A little weak in the loin as it rolls over the top of the hip. Got a beautiful coat. Just needs a little more depth and roundness of body.
Hip and lower hindquarter. It's got nice pliability and condition on those ears. Lacks width the body. Okay. Really nice width the body, good depth and roundness. He's just really rough over those pins today. Lacks a little bit of condition. It feels like a non-attached abscess, so you can probably go home and lance that and treat it with some iodine. Second for the 6-8 bucks, RB, R2, a little thinner in the ear substance for me today. It's got a fair start to that shoulder and midsection. It's rough and flush today. Pretty pattern on him, just lacks width, the body, and bone.
One senior buck, an RG R48. It's got a gorgeous head. Lacks a little development to that crown. A little weaker about that shoulder. Starts that rise a little too soon. It's more of a gradual rise. Should come back and then come up and over. He's a little flat over the hip, but does carry good width. Gets a little angular in that lower hindquarter. Good length and texture of the coat. He's a little rough in condition today. For a senior buck, very supple ear. Could use a touch more substance, especially at the end. Ears need to be rounder. Come here, buddy. One 6-8 buck, an RBR2. He's got a beautiful head. A little narrow to balance. He needs more depth up over that hip. Could be a touch rounder in that hindquarter. Very good length and finish to the coat. Good length to the ear. Fairly good width to balance. Good substance. Supple ear. Again, could be a little rounder, but much better roundness at that ear than my senior buck. And one small guy. RBR10. He's very young. A little weaker in that shoulder. Decent top line. High point just needs to go a little further back. Needs a little more time to develop his midsection. It should come. He does get slightly angular. He's going to be a little darker in color. Good length of ear for a young animal. Good width for a young animal. Balance with his length. Fairly open ear. Fairly good shape. But ear could be just a touch more supple to really appreciate the width of ear on him. But on overall balance today, we're going to go with the 6-8 buck. Look at hearing this guy. All right, that's down.
Okay, give him a first. He needs a deeper shoulder. There's a difference between having a low shoulder and good mandolin type. He's got good depth over that hip. He needs to be fuller in that lower hindquarter. One senior buck.
Yep, one senior buck.
Give him a first. He's got good mandolin type. He's got good shoulders. He's got nice depth of body. I'd like to take the ears off of the intermediate buck and stick on the senior buck.
So would I.
And then you have one junior buck. And that's it for both of them.
So all we got's bucks.
Yep.
Junior buck, give him a first. Just a baby. He already has deeper shoulders than the intermediate buck. He's got good depth up over the top of that hip. He needs to be a little fuller in that lower hindquarter. Good length of ears. Senior buck's the best.
Second place for me today is going to be H24A. Very nice head and ear, good shoulder midsection. Really undercut about the hindquarter. Fair flesh condition, beautiful coat of fur on her.
This is the junior buck.
4 total. First, not second, but first is AW1HM2. He's got a good head, good ear, good shoulder and midsection, good turn out that hip, beautiful bone, just very rough. He can stay there for now. He might be win a prize yet. Second is going to be the PR03, fair head, fair ear, fair shoulder and midsection. Pretty nice rabbit, just a little underdeveloped yet.
This is senior boy. Yeah, he can go back. Which one? I need the A4.
CP5 is going to be first then.
Yep.
He's got a good head, good ear, pretty good shoulder, midsection, hind quarter to him. Pretty good turn out the hip, really nice coat of fur on him. One junior doe.
Zach, are you done with Youth ones?
No. I'm just about.
We're just getting ready to start them. These are
So
almost
we're
done,
almost done
right?
with them open if you want to do those. Is that okay? Okay. Junior doe can be first. You CP4, good head, good ear, good shoulder, midsection, hind quarter, pretty good depth and roundness about the rabbit. Pretty nice finish on it. $6-8 is going to be the best. Junior doe, best opposite. He's a little crusty up in his flesh, but still well finished.
Alright, you got two junior broken nose. Put your reds up.
Fair head, decent shoulder, but she's narrow about that loin, doesn't carry that depth, that fullness in that hind quarter. Beautiful coat. Showing on mass. 3D HJA1. She's got a good head, a little soft in flesh, but much better shoulder. She too could be fuller in that loin, but carries more with that loin. By far the better hind quarter. She is harsh in coat, lacks a little depth and balance, lacks a little bit of finish. Way outclassed on body. RR03, a little weak about that head, narrow about that shoulder, narrow overall body style. Fair turn over the hip, he does slide a little quick, just fair color, good texture, but he lacks finish. This is a pretty good rabbit here. I wish he was finished. AW1HM2, just a gorgeous head and ear on him. Good shoulder, very good midsection. If I'm going to nitpick, he'd use a touch more depth of balance. Beautiful turn up over that hip. It's unfortunate he's out of coat today. One of the better reds I've seen in a while.
That one. Junior buck. Who's last? Come on, just 6-8.
I was like, that's a doe, take a picture.
All right, youth Polish, Zach Sauer's table, youth Polish.
I've never seen a New Zealand doe with a head like that.
Yep, that's radar. He goes on the end.
Junior buck and a junior buck.
Let's go ahead and take care of this. I was going to tell you now, she's here. $6-8. CP4. She's got a fair shoulder, starts out well to that midsection. She gets shallow about that loin, needs more depth up over the hip. Good condition, good finish to the coat, but very dirty in her color. She'll be opposite of variety. One little feller. CP5, promising head to him, but he's flat coming out of that shoulder. He fails in that hind quarter. His high points here, needs to be there. His fullest, roundest part is up here, needs to be back there. A little washed out this color, promising texture and density, not needed in $6-8. $6-8 wide. Come to show and see one like
Listen to her.
This is your big heart.
This is like,
So your buck won, right?
Rudy did, yeah.
I love him.
He's turning out nicely.
fantastic coat, wonderful condition. That's everybody. you're not beating the white doe. White doe's best to breed. Let's talk this opposite for you.
Yay.
Okay, he's taking a break. Okay. He's taking a break, okay.
Go stop. Go stop.
He's got a very nice head. Good depth of body, but he's a little hollow right over the top of the hip. He's a little more roundness. Good bone. RBR2. Got a fair head. Nice length to the ear. He's got good depth of body, but he's a little narrow. He's more width up over the top, more width in the lower hip. He's got a nice quality coat, just unfinished. All bucks. Couldn't find my yardstick. Must have took it out of my phone. RBR10. Got nice ear length to balance with the body. Just a fair head. He's very young. He's got good turn to the top line. He's just a little bit weak in the loin as it rolls over the top of the hip, a little weak in the lower hip. He's got that good textured coat, but it lacks finish. Best of breed is the senior buck.